What is poppin', peoples? My YouTube peoples, my real ones. People that like to check out what I do, what I present on YouTube, and so on and so forth. So today I'm gonna do things just a tad differently because it's January 20th, 2021. I got things to get off my chest. I haven't done a video in just about a month, and a lot of shit's happened since, right? So first and foremost, let me just inform you guys of something that's happening with me. So about 2 weeks ago, I started having a little bit of a chest congestion, a little bit of a runny nose. So I went and got checked out. Turns up I was testing positive for coronavirus, for COVID-19. So yep, your boy had the Rona. So I tested positive for that shit right now. Now, grant you, I got a wife and a son, and I brought all that shit back home with me. Right now, my wife she's having the lack of sense of smell and lack of taste symptoms. But good thing is that's the only symptoms that she's been having in the last couple of days. And it hasn't progressed. She feels good. She's not, getting any worse or whatever. I'm pretty much over it at this point. I just, I haven't gotten tested again to see if I'm negative. So if my voice sounds a little, something up, that's probably why. Okay, so I got that out the way. So just letting everybody know. I had the COVID, and it sucks because I advocated on previous videos about taking care of yourself and not getting involved with the COVID. Now, I probably got it at work because I deal with people that all the time, and people that don't adhere to the same regulations, to the same rules as I do. So that's probably how it happened. But this vinyl shit has to continue. Now, that's not where I begin my video yet. Let me give you a little bit more of what's happened in the last month and some change that I made a video. Because, shit's happened. Shit's happened. Shit that I want to address. So, for one, right around New Year's, Dr. Dre, one of my heroes in music, Mr. Dr. Dre had a fucking aneurysm in his brain. Now, if you know what that is, it's basically a vessel or a vein that just fills up a lot and it almost bursts. And it happened to him. And, he had to go to the hospital. And, luckily he was good. He's already back home. He doesn't look like he's going to have any lasting damage from it. So, thank the universe for that. Dr. Dre's going to be fine. Hopefully he'll finish up Detox and put it out. Because he fucking owes it to me, motherfucker. A bad thing that happened. One of my new favorite rappers. Since I started collecting vinyl, I got into MF Doom. And MF Doom is one of the most prolific artists in hip-hop history, really. The guy had a great run from, I don't know, the late 90s, 99-ish to about 2004, 2005. He had a great fucking run, right? He made a lot of good music at that point, and, sucks for me I didn't get hip to it till, just 2 years ago, so that's terrible. I should have gotten hip to it a lot sooner than I did. But in any case, I did get hip to it while he was still alive, and I did get to enjoy some of the new music as he was putting it out, such as the Dia del Asesinato with DJ Muggs, the Sarface meets Metal Face album. That's great shit. Everything I just mentioned is great shit from MF Doom, and I'm glad that I at least got to experience some of the greatness while he was still alive. So with that being said, R.I.P. MF Doom, and I want to hear more. I can't stand these fucking, I don't know if you want to call them scalpers or fucking like the dudes that sell the aftermarket shit, right? Like on Discogs and all the private sellers. What are they called? Flippers. Fucking flippers, right? They just hiked up the prices of MF Doom shit to a ridiculous fucking price. So when I heard that he passed away, of course, like it was kind of an instinct for me to go back and be like, oh, well, I want to go see if they got this record that I've been wanting from him and blah, blah, blah. And man, the shit like was, hundreds of dollars when just, a couple of days before that, it was like 50. And I had kind of slept on it. And that's my fault. But still, flippers, what the fuck, man? You guys are pieces of shit. Like, I understand what you're doing. I understand why you're doing it. But you're still a piece of shit. Right? And that's real right there. Like, I'm not, I'm not cutting you any fucking slack on that. You guys are pieces of shit. So, like I said, R.I.P. MF Doom. Will be missed. Daniel Doomaville was one of the best rappers of all time. I definitely put him in my top 10. And that's only from knowing his music in the last, 2.5 years? So, I'll leave it at that. Another thing, let's see. Well, like I said, today's January 20th, 2021. So I think today we had a rather large event happen. And it really comes to, politics. So, I don't really, I've never mentioned politics in any of my videos, mostly because on my job, I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to, put myself in any kind of hole where somebody's going to watch this and then they're going to be like, oh, I saw so-and-so's video and he was talking mad shit about such and such. Well, I'm just going to come out and say it now because it's okay. And the man's out of office. I'm just going to say it. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck that fat piece of shit. Fuck for everything he stood for. Fuck his supporters. And fuck everything that he did in the 4 years that he was in office. Fuck that man. I wish nothing but horrible things to happen to that motherfucker. So with that being said, now I've cleared the air. You see where I stand on the political scale. Let me take a hit off my vape because, I do that shit from time to time. Now, let's just, let's get into the nitty gritty, right? Because I make these videos about violence.